Welcome to my creative year. This week in our theme we're looking at selfie. Yeah, we're going to do a selfie painting or drawing. So what I propose to do is show you how to get the correct proportions and parts of the face right. Now you may then want to convert that into a cartoon style and you alter where they are. But I'm going to structure it and then put it down on some paper. You could do this as well because I'm doing this on a computer. You could do it by taking a photo and putting some tracing paper over it and getting the important lines and points. So let's get on with the tutorial. Here we have a selfie that I took quite a while ago, and that could be quite daunting as a picture. It's got lots of detail, so what we need to do is simplify the image. So what I intend on doing is creating a series of lines that will help us to place the correct positions for the major parts, such as the eyes, how far the nose is away from that, and various different lines that help us to structure the face. So the first one I want to do is a line through the centre and the two extreme edges. So if I go like that, I hope you can see that. What I've done is, because it's not perfectly straight on, I've gone round the curve of the actual thing itself and then down the nose and then all the way to there. So you've got a centre line even though it's not centred and it's off at an angle. With the edge, I've also defined where that is as well, and in a similar manner I've gone down there. So we've got the basic shape like that. The next thing I wanted to do is the eyes, and all they are really is a box that defines where these key points are: the top of the lid of the eye, the bottom of the lid of the eye, the two extreme ends. Also you might want to add where the eyebrow is and this area here, and exactly the same on this eye. I've also put a point in where the eye goes on both of the eyes. So next I've put some features in for the nose, and again it's the key features of the shape and how far it is down, and you get the idea of this. It's just adding segments. You've got the bow there, and then the drawing of the mouth, where the important bits here are the two extreme end bits, and again the top part and the bottom part. I put some lip area underneath the lip there, and at that point I've also put in where the chin starts. We've also, in that section, I've put this dividing part where my brow is. We keep going on and adding extra bits. We've got us ear there, and one or two more segments which are not as critical really. We've got his neck area where that is, and the top of the head where that's going to end up being, and one or two more lines like the hairline, for example, where that is. So really that's the structure of my face, and that's all I need to make a basic painting or drawing. So let's just have a look at what that actually creates. I'm going to take that away, and there you go, you get that. What you then can do is transfer that by printing it onto your substrate or your thing that you're going to be painting or drawing on, and transfer that into a drawing or painting of your choice. Like I say, you can do this quite easily with a photograph and tracing the key elements of the image like I've just shown you there, so that you can properly proportion the image. What I will do is now transfer that to an actual drawing on some paper. Right, we'll just briefly look at the tools we'll need for this section. Obviously we'll need a pencil and some paper. I might make some mistakes, so I'll need a rubber. A really important thing is the ruler, so we can rule the lines out. And an optional one is this scaling divider. Now we might want to make the image bigger than the image that we're taking it from originally, so that's optional really if you want to make it bigger, but I'm not going to today. I'm just going to use the ruler. So if you've drawn this out from a photograph on a piece of tracing paper, it's simply just a matter of taking a tracing paper, putting some carbon on the back of it and tracing it onto your substrate, the thing that you're going to finally draw or paint on. Similarly, if you've done it on the computer, do a printout, put some carbon, some graphite or whatever onto the back of the paper and trace it onto your final substrate. But I'm going to do it the hard way because I've not got a printer with me at the moment. So I'm going to plot out from the screen that I've got in front of me every line that exists in the original drawing, and that's the reason why I've got the ruler. So we'll go have a go at that. We'll start off with doing where the eyes are. I'll show you what I'm doing with that, and then I'll speed the video up because it's going to take a while to do this. Right, what I'll do first is the eyes. Now I'm looking on my computer screen at a visual reference of what we drew earlier. So I'll do the eyes in real time so you can see the technique that I'm using, and then I'm going to speed it up and go around the rest of the face, the necessary parts that I'll need to do the drawing. So literally I'm from the top of the drawing position, I'm literally taking a measurement, and it's 90 down, sorry, 95 down, and 45 across. So roughly that's going to be there. So that's the first bit of the that one there is 94 across, and it's from the top again, it's 105. And that's it. So we've got this first line there. Those two dots. I'm not going to be too precise with that. From there, we can take a line straight across, and that's let's have a look. About 27. That's directly across. That's a straight line, that, for about 27. Up again. I'm going to measure the point that comes like that. And it'll be from the top of the page, and that's 110. Sorry, 100, sorry. No, it's 98. I'm having to lean over to the screen, and it's difficult to get a decent measurement. About there. And that then links up, and that gives you the eye on the right hand side. I'm now going to do exactly the same with the other eye. So again, making sure you've got a right measurement. 105. It's 105 down. And you can take it from the end of the eye if you want, but I'm going to take it from the left hand side edge, and that's 100. So following that line there, just make sure that the other end of the eye, how far that down that is, and that is 105. So what I need to do first is measure across and see how far that is. That's at 112 millimeters. And 105 down. I know what you're saying. Oh, I'm using millimeters, but in your case, in your country, use whatever measurements are appropriate for you. So it's ever so slightly down from that. It's about maybe 107. And we're going to go from the top again, which is 11. That's 11 centimetres, or 100 and see how far that is across. That's 101. That's going to go there, roughly. Go across to the far side. That's 114 millimetres across. Look at that again. And that's 123 millimetres, which is there somewhere. So we've got the line coming down here. We just need to get the distance to the bottom of it. $114. So as you can see, I'm starting to plot out where key places are on the drawing. I'm not going to bore you by doing this all in real time. I'm going to speed it up and show you how it develops as I continue to draw this. Right, we've got our drawing plotted out. It has all the specific positions that we created on the computer drawing. All you need to do with this drawing is, if you go back to your computer drawing, is find detailed areas like where the eye sits inside that square and put a little mark on the drawing, and you build it up like that in areas that high detail, such as the eye and such as how that works and round the nose. Obviously what you will do as well is put a curve in areas that are obviously curved. But for laying out a drawing accurately so everything's proportioned, this is one of the best ways to do it. So I'd like to thank you for coming along and having a look at what I'm doing with my art. And I'd also like to thank you for participating in the My Year Creative Art Group. And if you're not, come along and join the group. We've got information at the bottom of the page to help you to find the group. So thank you again for your time, and see you next time.